3 minutes later, he tried to recall the email. Years ago, I dealt with a colleague who always liked to be in everyone's business, and he liked to reply inappropriately to messages in terms of giving unwarranted feedback, etc. One day, I sent out a message to key people in the org about the status of a project, and I needed to include him in there as well. Of course, he decided to weigh in unnecessarily to everyone, and I replied to him that if he wanted to discuss it further for some reason, that we should take it offline. He still replied to all at that point, but I replied only to him. I took other names out of the distribution, and I added private to the subject line. I politely and professionally told him that I didn't appreciate the way he had interjected into something he didn't truly understand, and that in the future, he should just reply to me offline if he had similar comments to make. He didn't really take kindly to that, and told me that he was free to reply how he wanted and as broadly as was necessary. I replied to him the following. I had said what I intended to say and was not arguing with him. I pointed out that he was inconsistent with him communication and didn't like broadcasting his failings, as with a certain project that had failed under his watch, and I indicated that I was not going to go back and forth with him as it was no longer a positive conversation. When I sent this email, I also changed the reply header of the message so that it included all the people from the original message. He gets this message from me, sent only to him, with private in the subject, and my comments about his failed project and lack of professionalism make him so mad that he hits reply, but does not pay attention to how the header changes for this reply message and writes all sorts of things that I'm certain he only expected me to see. I looked at that message with exquisite humor and said /did nothing. 3 minutes later, I see a failed attempt at message recall, and my enjoyment knows no bounds. Some senior folks spoke to him that day, and he was far more circumspect in his response to messages I sent out. For well over a month, he didn't even reply to any of my FYI messages at all. No one said anything to me about my email chain because I ensured that my part of the chain would survive public scrutiny.